Alright, we are live, and I figured out how to get this to face the right way. So, welcome to the stream. Tonight we're opening some Magic the Gathering Theros Beyond Death cards. Let's see, it is still inverted, but it looks like the video comes out correct. So, we'll worry about that later. Alright, here we go. Thanks for joining, and hopefully you enjoy watching the cards we opened. And we're going to go pretty fast through the commons and the uncommons, but the rares will take most of our time on those. And let me just make sure this is working real quick. Sorry for those of you who are watching. I have to wait for a second. I just want to make sure that I am streaming it the right way. All right, awesome, cool. Just listen to myself. All right, so here we go. Interesting fact for me, it's backwards because of the webcam, but hopefully you guys are seeing it straight, the words, that is. And if not, let me know, and I can adjust that later. All right, first pack, we've got, well, let's see if the camera's going to stay focused. Looks like it's going to be good. All right. So we've got this human soldier token. We've got a mountain. And our first rare is Haktos the Unscarred. And the uncommon slot, we'll just go through it real quick. Anybody who wants me to stop, just give me a heads up and I will slow down. Otherwise, we can pause it and check the video later. The uncommons, we're done with those. Now we're on to commons. And we'll probably just, we're going to skip over the commons. If anyone has any concerns and want to see them, let me know. And I will go through all the commons. All right. And we got a beautiful Nyx land. There's one of these in every pack. That's the best part of this entire set. And we got a Phoenix of Ash. Looking pretty good. We have a Slaughter Priest of Mogus, Fateful End, and the Binding of Titans. All right. Cedar Token, beautiful blue island. That is amazing. And we got a foil, uncommon, Nessian Horn Beetle. And we have Temple of Deceit for our rare. The land cycle, it's a tapped, comes in, you get a scry 1, taps for blue or black. Our uncommons here, Nyx Herald, Hero of the Nyxborn, Shoal Kraken, and our commons. Right, Mountain. Here we go, foil, Glory Bearers, in common. Nice, we got a Mythic God card. So this is Klothys, God of Destiny. It's indestructible as long as your devotion to red and green is less than 7. Klothys isn't a creature. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, exile target card from a graveyard. If it was a land card, add red or green. Otherwise, you gain 2 life, and Klothys deals 2 damage to each opponent. So definitely a cool commander card. Alright, Mythic Pile. Uncommon, Soul Guide Lantern, Glimpse of Freedom. Alright, we got a Satyr token. Beautiful blue land. We got a common foil, Pious Wayfarer. Looking good there, that foiling. And Shatter the Sky is our rare. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, then destroy all creatures. Alright, Destiny Spinner, Mischievous Chimera, and the old Stinging Lionfish. Those of you watching the live stream, I am going to upload some edited versions of this where I can add prices over top and make it look a little nicer, but that'll be in the future. After everything settles down, we got a swamp. That's what the Nyx full art swamp looks like. Looks pretty good. And we got an Archon of Sun's Grace. Flying lifelink, Pegasus creatures you control have lifelink, and whenever it enters the battlefield under your control, create a 2/2 white Pegasus creature token with flying. Wolf, Willow Haven, Enemy of Enlightenment, and Sweet Oblivion. Sweet, sweet Oblivion. Alright. And we got a nice looking wolf token. And that's what the plans is going to look like. Well, not going to look like, that's what it looks like. Oh, awesome. Alright, so we just pulled an amazing card. This is a Calyx Destiny's Hand, but this is the extended art, which is highly sought after. Or not extended art, that is borderless if it's a planeswalker. So this is the borderless art of Calyx Destiny's Hand. He's a new planeswalker. Mythic, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may reveal an enchantment card from among them and put that card into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's his +1. -3, exile target creature or enchantment you don't control until target enchantment you control leaves the battlefield. -7, return all enchantment cards from the graveyard to the battlefield. That is insane. So we're going to take that off to the side because it is going to get sleeved up immediately. We have a Devourer of Memory in the uncommon, Annex Hardened in the Forge, and Underworld Fires. Alright, so 1 second while I get a sleeve for that, because you gotta sleeve the nice ones, right? That's half the battle. Sleeving all your cards. Well, I think Colossus is worth sleeving. This is just being a borderless. Makes it a little more special. No offense to the God cards, but gotta keep those nice and shiny. All right, there he is. Put him off to the side. Happy as can be. Okay, next pack. It's a great pull. All right, next up we've got a forest, green, beautiful trees. And we got one of the land cycle, Temple of Abandon. Enters the battlefield tapped, but you get scry, and then it taps for red or green. And the uncommons, we've got Acolyte of Affliction, Agonizing Remorse, Glimpse of Freedom. Oh, come on, buddy. There we go. Alright, looks like my corner was a little smushed. Hopefully that wasn't my fault just now. Human Soldier, that's the smushed card. Everything else looks good. Alright, Island, Mantle of the Wolf. Enchant creature, it gets +4/+4. And when it's put into the grave, mantle is put into the graveyard, create 2/2 green wolf token creatures. Blood Aspirant, Caliphate, Beloved of the Sea, Alseed of Life's Bounty. All right. Got a plains that time. We got a foil incendiary oracle. All right. And Dalikos, Crafter of Wonders, is our rare. He gets to tap for 2 colorless, spend only to cast artifacts and activate abilities of artifacts. And equipped creatures you control have flying and haste. So that's going to be a cool deck. Cool. We got our first showcase of a demigod, and it's chosen from death. And it's pretty darn good looking too. I'm a fan of the art. We'll put that in the rare pile because it is just rare. Escape Velocity, Hydra's Growth, and the rest are commons. All right. I hope those of you watching are going to have a fun pre-release or already had fun with this set and got to play a bit. Watching the streamers play on Arena, pretty darn exciting. We got a goat token, Swamp. Okay, so we just got a foil Constellation of Caliphate, Beloved of the Sea, and that looks really good. The lighting doesn't give it as much justice. The whole card is foiled. That is really nice. Okay. Oh, and that was just our, yeah, that wasn't our rare slot. So our rare slot, we got Heliod's Intervention. Choose one, destroy X target artifacts or enchantments, or you can give a target player twice X life. All right, Impending Doom, Field of Ruin, Cling to Dust. And we got a mountain this time. And we got a Skyland in red and black, Temple of Malice. Another Blood Aspirant. Shimmerwing Chimera. Phalanx Tactics. And a pile of common cards. Look at that goat. That goat is the goat of goats. Alright, we got a forest. Yeah, Woe Strider, which is perfect because that's what we need the goat token for. When Woe Strider enters the battlefield, create a 0/1 white goat creature token. Sacrifice another creature, scry 1, and the cool thing is it doesn't have a cost. So I wonder at what speed you can do that. Escape. Let's see. Escape for 3 colorless and 2 black. Exile 4 of the cards from your graveyard, and it enters with 2 +1/1 counters on it. Siona. Heliod's Punishment. And Underworld Dreams. Let's keep our stacks in somewhat of a reasonable order. All right. So you have Tyrannica, Arc Row. Okay. It's just a veteran. Let's go with that. Let's go with the veteran. Vigilance. Whenever it attacks, untap another target creature you control. Until end of turn, that creature has base power and toughness 4/4 and gains indestructible. Rise to Glory. Nissian Hornbeetle. And we got Midoma's Prophecy. Okay. Alright, our foil rare for the set is a Nissian Boar. Not the card I would have asked for in foil rare, but I'll take it. All creatures able to block Nissian Boar do so. Whenever Nissian Boar becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. So that's a pretty huge downside, but it's a 10/6 for 5, so yeah, it could be worse. We got Underworld Breach for our actual rare in that pack. Each online card in your graveyard has escape when you cast this. The escape cost is equal to the card's mana plus 3 other cards from your graveyard being exiled. At the beginning of your end step, sacrifice Underworld Breach, and it is an enchantment. You have Slaughter Priest of Mogus, Dream Shaper Shaman, and One with the Stars. Alright, next up we've got a Satyr. Now we've got a Plains, and we've got Timerit Calls the Dead. It's a 3-stage saga. It ends with you gaining X life and scrying X, where X is the number of zombies you control, and it generates zombies when you exile cards from your graveyard for the first 2 steps. So, pretty darn cool. Dreamstalker Manticore, Mire Triton, Alseed of Life's Bounty. Another cool thing to mention is enchantment creatures like this come with this border where it's like stars around it. The only difference is like if it's a legendary card like this one here, it gets the stars and the legendary border, which is pretty cool. But yeah, that signifies it's an enchantment creature. All right. Ooh, we got a nightmare. What are the chances? What are the chances we got an Ashiok in here because we have a nightmare? It's possible. All right. Forest. Not an Ashiok. We have Athemia of the Catophony. Catophony? That's cacophony? Okay, that's just wrong. It's just a cool bird. Harpy. Legendary. Enchantment creature. Entrancing Lyre. Chainweb Arachneer. Minions Return. Ooh. Alright. Nice looking swamp. And we got Treacherous Blessing. When Treacherous Blessing enters the battlefield, draw 3 cards. Whenever you cast a spell, you lose 1 life. When Treacherous Blessing becomes a target of a spell or ability, sacrifice it. So it is easy to get off the field if you can target it in some way. Warden of the Chained is a 4/4 with trample, but can't attack unless you control another creature with power 4 or greater. But it's only a 3-drop. So it's pretty hard to get on the field and make it work, but that's okay. Clothis Design and Hateful Eidolon. Hope those of you watching are having a nice night or day, depending on what time you're at. Alright, we got a Plains. Cool. We got Thassa's Intervention. Choose one, look at the top X of your library, or oh, sorry. There's more to that. Look at the top X cards of your library, up to 2 of them in your hand and the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order, or counter target spell unless its controller pays twice X. So that's a pretty hefty cost to counter that. Acolyte of Affliction, Annex Hardened in the Forge, Demigod, and Sea God's Scorn. I gotta say, I like the order of these packs when you get the tokens in the front and makes life a lot nicer. Alright, Satyr, Plains, Arasta of the Endless Web. There's one giant spider. And we got a Thundering Chariot, Phyrex's Spawn. Wait, yeah, Phyrex's, or Pyrex, that, I pronounced that wrong. Let's just move on. We got Mirror Shield, and the rest were history. And we have a Reflection token. Forest, Okay, so we have a foil common of Lampad of Death's Vigil. It's a nymph. Nymph. Looks pretty good in the foiling. All right, and the first time I've seen this card so far is a Gravebreaker Lamia. Lifelink, when it enters the battlefield, search your library for a card, put it into your graveyard, and then shuffle your library. Spells you cast from your graveyard cost one less colorless to cast. It's not bad at all. Amazing for escape. Careless Celebrant, Satesian Practitioner, Whirlwind Denial. Ah, man, that's gotta be my favorite one. The Island is the best looking of the Nyx lands, I'd say. Alright, we got a Bronze Hide Lion. It comes into the field. Let's see here. Oh, sorry. For green and a white, you can gain indestructible until end of turn. Bronze Hide Lion. When a Bronze Hide Lion dies, return to the battlefield as an aura enchantment with enchant a creature you control, and then you can use a green and a white to gain indestructible on the enchanted creature until the end of turn. We got Gary, Gray Merchant of Asphodel. Asphodel. Sure, that sounds good. That's a reprint that people are pretty excited about getting back. We have a Brawler. Hey, cool. Alarios Enraptured. We just have the token for that. Alright, next up we've got a mountain and a foil forest. Wow. The foil full art looks amazing. It's way cooler in person. I don't want to, let you down, but it looks really good. All right, and we got a Thaumaturge for our human wizard. 1/1 for 2 Constellation. Whenever an enchantment enters the battlefield, you may have this card become a copy of another target creature, except it has this ability. So basically, it can copy something if you put an enchantment in the field. That's pretty nice. Devourer of Memory, Petitioner, and Phalanx Tactics. The most beautiful land. And we got Thassa's Oracle. Alright, that's a lot of text on this puppy. When Thassa's Oracle enters the battlefield, look at the top X cards of your library, where X is your devotion to blue. Put up to one of them on top of your library and the rest the bottom of your library in a random order. If X is greater than or equal to the number of cards in your library, you win the game. So that's pretty interesting. So this has a win the game mechanic through milling yourself. Nothing wrong with that. It's basically a lot cheaper Jace. I can see that becoming a new meta. Alright, we've got Heroes of the Revel. And we've got Inevitable End. And Dawn Evangel. And our commons. Alright, here we go. Zombie token. Forest, non-foil. And Thrix, the Sudden Storm. Flash flying, spells you cast with converted mana cost 5 or greater, cost 1 less to cast, and can't be countered. That seems really good, but I mean, you have to resolve this card first, and he's a 5-drop, so that gets a little interesting. Dreamstalker Manticore, Mire Triton, Reverent Hoplite. Those T's are pretty hard T's. All right. Next up, we've got a Nyx Mountain. And we've got the puppies. So it's a Cerberus, Cuneros, Hound of Theros, Vigilance, Menace, Lifelink. What is this card? It's a 3/3 for 3 with Vigilance, Menace, and Lifelink. Creature cards in graveyards can't enter the battlefield, and players can't cast spells from graveyards. So this seems great. I mean, a 3/3 for 3 with insane benefits. Staggering Insight, Banishing Light, and Soul Guide Lantern. Alright. Allure of the Unknown. Reveal the top 6 cards of your library. An opponent exiles an online card from among them, then put the rest into your hand. That opponent may cast the exiled card without paying its mana cost. That is a dangerous gamble. Scophos Maze Warden. This is the card that interacts with the Labyrinth of Scophos, which is pretty darn cool. Underworld Fires, and another Whirlwind Denial. Sweet. Those just look so good. Alright, so we have Nylea's Intervention. Choose one, search your library for up to X land cards, reveal them, put them into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Or Nylea's Intervention deals twice X damage to each creature with flying, so you can destroy blue-white flyers with this. That whole deck just... and that's a sideboard card for sure. Archon of the Falling Stars, Nissian Wanderer, and Elspeth's Nightmare. Let me move some cards here so I don't have a falling avalanche. That's the word I was going for, an avalanche of cards. We have 1,000,000 human soldiers. This set must make just non-stop human soldiers. Swamp. Cool. So we got a Nightmare Shepherd. Flying, whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you may exile it. If you do, create a token that's a copy of that creature, except it's a 1/1, and it's a nightmare in addition to its other types. Seems good. Fateful End, Sea God's Scorn, and the Birth of Meletis. Alright. Man, we got the most epic of the lands. Nice. Alright. So we have a Euro Titan of Nature's Wrath. That is something I really had hoped to pull. Legendary creature, Elder Giant. When Euro enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it escaped. Whenever Euro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. And you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. It escapes for 2 green and 2 blue. Exile 5 other cards. And he gets back on the field. That's an unstoppable card. It's like Growth Spiral plus. Alright, we'll put him in the old Mythic pile, which we're a little low on Mythics, but I'm not going to complain because we got a Borderless and we also got Euro. So, anyway, Mystic Repeal, Laguna Band Storyteller, and Sage of Mysteries are uncommons. Alright. Okay, so we have a foil Dreamshaper Shaman. Uncommon. And we have a Gallia of the Endless Dance. For a rare. It's a satyr. with haste. Other satyrs you control get +1/1 and have haste. Whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures, you may discard a card. If you do, draw 2 cards. But yeah, you have to discard a card at random, so that gets a little dicey, but pretty good payoff. Escape velocity, and agonizing remorse. All right, we got gold. We hit gold, folks. Okay, Heliod's Intervention, and it's a foil. Wow. Okay, so we have a foil Heliod's Intervention, so another foil rare. Choose one, destroy X target artifacts or enchantments, or target player gains twice X life. Wow, not bad. And we got a Nyx Lotus in the same pack. Nice. That's definitely one of the better artifacts you get in this set. It enters the battlefield tapped, but you can choose a color, add any amount of mana of that color equal to your devotion to that color. So that's not bad at all. All right. Mischievous Chimera. Hey, we got a showcase of Renata Called to the Hunt. That's the first one of those I've seen. Renata's power is equal to your devotion to green. Each other creature you control enters the battlefield with an additional +1/1 counter on it. Wow, that's not bad for 4, and the constellation art is amazing. And we got the Stinging Lionfish, Baby Pokey. So you can get constellations in the second card. It seemed like it was always the first card for me. But, you know, you learn things. Alright, we got a Swamp. And another foil. We have the Skirmisher, common foil. And our other card is an Idyllic Tutor, which is a reprint that's dropped the price of the original quite a bit. But search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it in your hand, then shuffle your library. So for 3, you can tutor up any enchantment. Rise to Glory, Chainweb Arachneer, and Madoma's Prophecy. Alright, we're getting down to the last couple of packs here. Wall, Swamp. Nice. Alright. So we have a Elspeth. Elspeth summons Nemesis. -1, up to 2 target creatures you control each get +2/+1 till end of turn. -2, create 2 1/1 white human soldier creature tokens. -3, you gain 5 life, but it does have an escape for 6 and an exile of 4. So not a bad card. That's cool. I will take it. Our mythic slot is looking glorious. Alright, Drag to the Underworld, Furious Rise, and Hero of the Winds. Last 2 packs. And if you stuck around this long throughout the video, thank you for watching. I open these pretty regularly, packs. So leave a like, follow, subscribe. I'm a professional, nobody worry. Okay, so Island, an Ashiok's Erasure. It's a flash. When Ashiok's Erasure enters the battlefield, exile target spell. Your opponent can't cast spells with the same name as the exiled card. When Ashiok's Erasure leaves the battlefield, return the exiled card to its owner's hand. So that's interesting. Yeah, I'm just trying to think if... Yeah, you could flash this in and target your own creature, or your own spell, and then your opponent can't cast that spell. And then when it leaves the field, you get your card back. Interesting. Very interesting. We got another Scophos Maze Warden. Sweet. Okay, we got Caliphate in Constellation. Not foil, but still amazing. Oh, I guess I should read its name. Cling to Dust, for those of you that want to learn some of the uncommons. And our last pack to crack. Thank you all for joining. Appreciate your time. Hopefully you have a fun weekend ahead of you. We have a wolf. We have a mountain. We have a shadow spear. Thank goodness Elspeth has her shadow spear. We're good to go. Encrypted creature gets +1/1 and has trample and lifelink. For 1 mana, your permanents your opponent control lose hexproof and indestructible till end of turn. It equips for 2, and the best part is you can use that ability without having it equipped, since, you know, it doesn't have any reasons why you couldn't. Alright, Shadow Spear. It's a nice way to end the set. We've got Uncommon, the Triumph Anax, favorite of the Iroas, and Threnobody Singer. Nobody, no, naughty, Threnody. That's difficult to end on. I'm not gonna lie. All right. Well, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. We'll probably be doing a couple more of these streams, so keep an eye out. And thanks. Have a nice.